How's it going, guys? We're here to check out new skins this week. These are my top picks. What does that mean? These are the skins that I will suggest to Hulk this week, and to all of you saying that I think they should be in-game and are the cream de crop of this week. However, it is always hard because there are a ton of really great skins out there. So yeah, that's one of those things I want to say. There's so many good skins, and if you're making this video, it doesn't mean it won't make it into a next one maybe. It's just one of those kind of things right there. It's really hard to pick. I try to do as many different artists as possible every week, but it's just the way it is. So, anywho, I also want to say that does not mean these skins will necessarily all, or even any of them, make it in this week. So, you know, keep that in mind. We'll be back on Thursday, as always, to show which ones do. So starting off, you might see a familiar pattern right here, and that's because it is the road sign version of the tribal set, or tribe set, from Bad Trip. Now, you'll recognize this face mask right here, and what he said is he didn't make a coffee can because he feels like the set looks its best with the high qual mask. I agree, it does look pretty freaking awesome with it. What I like is the blue and the red, and it looks very painted on. I think he's done a great job with it. It also has kind of a cool like wooden texture to it, but you can still tell obviously it's metal armor. And I like all the little drawings on it. It has kind of like a Norse tribe-ish kind of feel to it, kind of like a Badlands kind of thing. And I think it's a really nice set, and it's one I would definitely love to see make it into game. So we'll just have to see there. We haven't had any new road sign for a while, so this is definitely something I'm hoping we'll see. Now, we've got some actual high-qual sets for you this week. Before we head to that, though, I wanted to show you guys this awesome bandana from Fi, and too close. It's actually made to look like it's made of scrap parts of the actual hazmat suit. I think that's actually a really creative thing. I love when people take something from the game and implement it into their skins, and I like the little duct tape over the mouth kind of thing. It's really well done, and yes, it's just a simple bandana, but I think this is a unique one, and it was worth showing off. Plus, I don't think we really have too many bandanas with this kind of color scheme, so that's actually a unique aspect of it as well. Let's go ahead and check out the high-qual sets I was just speaking of. So we'll go ahead and pop it on. Now this is one, we've got the pieces switched. All right, there we go. A lot of you guys have been mentioning this set to me, and no, I am not ignoring it. It's just, there's so much good stuff, but we finally got to it. And this is Milo's heli set. It's the Flying Ace minicopter set. I picked the orange version because, first of all, we don't have a whole lot of orange ones, and second of all, the other ones were white. We just got the Glory set, so we're trying to kind of keep things fresh. You know, the white high qual after white high qual might be kind of eh. So it's definitely a unique color. I like the look of the orange with it anyways. He's got lots of nice little details here that don't look too overly textured. And yeah, I think it's just a really nice job. The back of it kind of has a very SWAT, but, you know, cobbled together SWAT look to it. And if we check out the top of the head, you can go ahead and see right there, it's got a nice little pattern to it as well. But we've got another set, and this set is actually more so on my radar because of the glow. Now, first of all, the mask just looks awesome and bad. I mean, this thing, like, badass, you know? It looks cool. I like the fact that the nose has a nose ring. It's got little horns. It's just, oh, that's so freaky. But it's just really well done. I love this pattern on the back. Now, there is a non-glowing version, but I think it really shines with its glow. So let's go ahead and actually take a look at the glow itself right now. I usually wait till the end of the video, but I feel like we want to show this right now as we're here. And there you go. We also do not have any glowing face masks that have a matching chest. So this could potentially be the first one. And I have to say, at night, it looks absolutely awesome. It's so cool. I love it. Go ahead and take a look at the back. I mean, it's going to put a huge target on your back, but that's not the point of glowing skins. I think they're more or less to kind of show off and say, hey, I don't care, I'm here. Let's do this. So yeah, that's it right there. I absolutely love this set. I think that Raven did a great job on it, and I would love to see it in game. But hey, if Hulk likes the design but not the glow, there is always the non-glowing version. So hey, there's another chance for it right there. That does it for our actual clothing and armor skins. So we're going to move on to our deployables. And first off, there's been a lot of these boxes, but this one just really grabbed my attention. A lot of boxes people are overly trying right now, and they're putting things like pipes and like spinning wheels and cogs and other stuff, you know, something oily. And it just looks weird because it's flat. There's no way for them to actually raise the texture and make it look natural, and Hulk actually really doesn't like those kind of skins for that exact reason. So I think Stabby did an excellent job on the Global Freight Company box right here for the oil rigs. He's done an awesome job. The actual name of this box is Global Freight Crate, and it actually has a little rhyme to it. So it's one of those kind of like beaten up but realistic looking skins. I think it's quite nice, and I think people would enjoy to see this one in game. It's also got a bit of a warning label on here to inspect immediately. There's lots of little details to it, and I think it looks quite nice. Moving on, we've got a new door right here, and yes, that's a wooden door. It might not quite look like it, and that might hinder its ability to get put into the game. But I wanted to show it anyways because Lil Ranger did a really good job on it. It looks like there's actual tarp, you know, like blocking up the door. You've got the caution tape and stuff. It's not overly done. The only thing is, I think these kind of like, it kind of looks like a ventilation rungs or something. That's the only thing that kind of stops it from looking too much like a wooden door, so that might hinder it. We'll just have to see. But I like the dead outside and everything, danger of infection. I think it's really cool. Love to see this one make it. Next, we've got this really just kind of like simple but nice oil door. This is the oil barrel door by Bungler, and there's cool kind of like wood sticking out underneath the sheet metal. It's textured but not overly, but enough to where it looks really nice. It looks great on the sheet metal, and it's a great skin. And I think this one is nice, high quality. It would definitely fit into the game quite well. Lastly, for our deployables, we've got a new rug. It's the Zen Labs rug. Now, there is another rug that kind of looks like a plastic mat like this one, and Andre's done a really good job to make another one like it, and they're just really great. It's got the Zen Labs, so it's tied into rust, but it's also just a really nice rubber mat. If you want something other than a rug, but maybe, you know, put in front of your workbench or whatever. I know it's a little RP or role-playing-ish, but you know, that's kind of what the rugs are anyways. I think it looks great, and it would be awesome to have this one in game. So that moves us on. We've actually got a tool to show you off. Everyone has been begging for salvage axe skins, and I keep saying, guys, there's not really a whole lot of them being made. Well, we've got one here, and I think they've just done a really good job on it. Mishka and Jensen have worked on this one, and it's got some nice texture to it. The only thing that looks a little weird is if you see right there's like an on-off switch, and that's the only thing I think that looks a little bit awkward, doesn't quite fit in. But I think the actual, you know, wheels and so forth look all right on it. And one of the things I really like about it is if you've ever looked at oil at the right light, it kind of has like a rainbowy shimmer to it, and this has it on the front and back part of the pick, and I think that's the thing that really sells it for me. It has that oil sheen to it, which is quite nice and makes it a quality skin. Next, we've got a crazy looking sword. This is kind of my silly sword for the week, and it's brought to us by Moonfighter. And it's kind of silly. I don't know if Hulk will actually put this one in, but I just really like the split sword, and it kind of looks like it has that like that pearlescent kind of paint job to it. You know, there's certain knives that you can buy in stores that just kind of look the same, and it looks like one that's been put through the ringer, and I kind of like that. And it doesn't quite have an even cut. You know, it really looks like an amateur built this sword for real. So it's one of those things I think fits really into rust. It looks cobbled together. It's messed up. It's not as shiny as it could be, but it's definitely a really cool looking sword nonetheless. Next, this MP5. I gave a break because we just got the LR from this set. It's a beautiful set, and I think Shedman has done a great job. The Phantom set is quite nice. We already have the Python from way back when, and the LR from a couple weeks back, and this is the MP5. There's also custom SMG. I saw it out there, guys, but there's no chance of two skins from the same creator making it in the same week, unless it's like a, you know, a clothing armor set kind of thing. You know, hoodie pants, metal face mask, chest piece, road sign kilt, road sign chest kind of thing. So we're saving the custom SMG for another time, but I really wanted to show this MP5 because it sat around. A lot of you guys have messaged me about it, and what I really love about this one is the wood. The wood grain looks great. It's kind of beat up, but it looks like it's been taken care of. Go ahead and aim down the sight. It's got lots of nice gold sheen to it, and it just captures everything that this set has. The black and gold is just fancy. You want to look fancy? Well, there you go. Next, one of the LRs you guys were AKs you guys were screaming at me I didn't get to show last week, and that's because there's just been so many submissions of AKs. And now that, the stockless thing is kind of becoming a big deal, a lot of people are doing stockless. Now there is a stocked version I've added to the workshop link, just in case Helk doesn't like the stockless, or if you guys want to see it, you can go ahead and vote on it there. I always do provide the workshop link down in my description below, by the way. When you aim down the sight, I like that there's a skeleton, but he put like a red dot in the middle of its head, and I think that's nice. It's a little bit different from everything else. I also like the little kind of drawings on the side of it as well. Over here on the side, that red dot looks more like a heart in the top of the skull. We got the wings, and kill them all. It fits the game. It really does. It's quite awesome, and yeah, I think it's a really solid skin. But every week we have to have our crazy skin, and I absolutely love this one. I hope it makes it in. This is the stockless non-glowing version created by Dan, and I think Dan has done an amazing job. Super Dome Raider. It looks like an old Nintendo Game Boy / NES controller / our nostalgia, my childhood. And it is just really cool. I love the buttons on it, and the glowing version does have a glowing screen. You've got, when you aim down the sight, this is probably one of my favorite parts, you got the pixeled heart, and there's also a power and reset button back there. And it's just altogether a really, really well done gun. And it's crazy, it makes no sense, but that's what's awesome about it. Lastly, we've got, an LR skin that isn't working. Alright, we will be right back. Okay, we're back, and boom! I think Helk will probably hate this. He hates the kind of CSGO looking skins, but I absolutely love this one. It looks so great. It's the zombie killer from Sensei, and it's just a awesome looking LR. I absolutely love it, and one of the favorite features of it is you'll see as it turns here, where the bullet shells eject, there's actually like a little brain. When you zoom in here, you've got the little creepy face. The whole thing just has a lot of awesome details to it that I love quite a bit. Let's go ahead and see if we can't take a look-see at the gun itself here. There we go. All right, here you go. So this is what sells it. Look at that. How cool is that? The zombie little face with the brains coming out of it. It is just such a cool looking gun. I would love to see this one make it into Rust. But that does it, guys. That's going to be our skin picks for the week. I hope you enjoyed checking them out with me, and go ahead and vote on the ones you like. Like I said, the description always has the link to the workshop. Go ahead and vote on them, guys, and we'll be back Thursday to show you which ones made it and which ones don't, and whatever else things might pop in as a surprise. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great one.